Hi everyone. It's time for today's video based on New York Times connection game. It's basically a game where you create four groups of four words from 16 given words. You have seen the thumbnail, so you know what the first group we are discussing is. Watch to the end of this video, and I will also tell you the other three groups of four words, what each word means, and what they have in common. Everybody, the following are all poker action. The best one is bet. Now, bet means, you bet on a horse. That's the simplest form of bet, right? You bet on an animal. You bet on, horse racings for, you bet for horse racing. You can also even bet on a car. Bet is done for horse racing that, I don't know, the blue dragon is going to win or something. Weird name for horse, but whatever. But bet is that usually is that you put money on guessing something, right? So, and then, so we could say, I bet you $5 that, tomorrow it's going to rain. Right? So bet. I bet you that she's gonna leave him. Not a nice bet. But so that's bet. And the cool thing about bet is that bet, the past tense of bet is also bet. There is no bet head or something, it's just bet. And you could say, I was so happy to see my mom. The other answer is I bet. That means, you're not betting at anything, but you're just saying, I'm sure of it, I'm confident, I bet. And then you could say, are you happy to go on a date with this girl? You betcha, as in, you absolutely betcha. So, or you could say, if you buy Bitcoin right now, it's a safe. So safe, it's a safe bet that they're gonna hire a new assistant. So safe bet means that a safe guess, right? I bet you got really angry when you find out that they're gonna lay you off or something. So bet, okay. And of course, in poker, it's it's an action. Like you bet something, gambling or something. Then another poker action is call. Now, call, I've probably done videos on call. Call has so many meanings, right? Call means calling somebody, right? I'm on a call. Call is in phone call. But it's not only a phone call. You can call somebody, do a video call, voice call, whatever, call. And then somebody who calls is a caller, right? Which I think I talked about this in another video. Then we have another interesting word, color, as in this is kind of black color. But then caller means the person who makes a call. But then caller, COLLAR, COLLAR is this part of the shirt. So that's where white collar and blue collar comes from. So that's call. You could also say close call. That was a close call. Like, when you are almost in an accident, you say that was a close call. Now, the thing about call is that call can be with different, and then in poker, say I call, as in I want to see your cards, right? You call. And then call out, like, I don't want to call you out. So call you out means I don't want to say nasty things, saying bad things to you that reveal that, I'm not happy with something. That's call out. Call off. I want to call off the wedding. That means to cancel, to stop it, right? Or call off your dogs. That means, like, I don't know, dog could be, like your minions, your agents. So call off your dogs. That means that stop harassing me, stop sending people after me. Call on means that to call somebody, as in visit them. Sometimes it's also physically visit them. I'm going to call on you, right? And so call, it's a verb, and also as a verb, we can say call on or call off or call up. Can you call your dad up? Can call up your dad? You can actually say both of them. call your dad up or call up your dad. You can put them together or separate them. But also saying make a call. Make the call. Okay? That's in make the call means come up with your decision. Make the call. What is it that you're gonna do? Make the call. And then we have call off, we have call out. Call in is that when somebody calls, your studio from outside, call in. Call back. Call back means when you bring something back. There was a call back there. Maybe sometimes in a story they talk about Mr. Johnson, and then 20 minutes later they bring back Mr. Johnson. That's a callback, right? The next word for a action is check. Now, I definitely have done videos on check. Check in its simplest form means test. Did you check or did you examine? So check, test. CHECK, that means, examine, test. But also check in. Now, okay, check, again, it's a verb and a noun, right? And also, as a verb, this is a poker action, is in poker, you check. But also in chess, you check. Checkmate. You check the king and then you mate, right? And the other side has lost and you check them. And also you can use the expression checkmate as in, checkmate, as in you're done. There's nothing else you can do. You have no moves left. So check, that's the verb to check. I'm calling to check in on you to see if you're okay. Checking on somebody is to calling on them to see they're okay. Checkup. I need to go to the doctor to have a checkup. That means that, I'm going to doctor to examine my body. Check that man out. He is so muscular. Check somebody out, as in examine them, look at them, see them. Check this out, man. Check this out. Amazon is selling apples now. I don't know. Check something out. Were you checking me out? As in, were you kind of hitting on me? Check this out, or check her out, or you checking me out. So all of that having to do with sort of a flirting or guessing and stuff. So, and then of course for the hotel, we have check in, check out. And then, you check in the hotel and then you check out. But then check out is like, dude, you're checked out. That means you're not really present with me. You're checked out, you're gone, you're withdrawn, checked out. And then finally, check can be a noun. Like, can I have the check? She's like, can I have the, in the amount of money that I need to pay you for this restaurant? Your check bounced. Check is, is the thing that you write numbers on. Now, the thing is that CHECK is usually in America, that's all you get. But in England, when you want to say check that is in, where you have money in it, that's CHEQUE. That's a different check, right? But in America, use the same thing in American English. And then, we have checkbook, use that, all those, check. And then we have check marks, check. Going to the beach, what do I need? Sunglasses, check. Lotion, check. Orange juice, check. That check. So it's a check mark, check. So that's that. Another poker action is fold. Now in poker, when you fold, that means that you don't show your cards and you basically forfeit. And you say, I don't want to continue. The other person wins. Fold in its simplest form is when you take a fabric and fold it, like blanket, you fold it. Sheet, you fold it. But you can also fold your arm. This is folding your arms, So basically this action of bringing things together, kind of bending in, and so that's folded arms. But then we have the word folder, and folder, you would say, oh, you're a folder. Nobody uses that. Folder means that, the place that you, vanilla folder that you put your documents in, that's a folder, right? So the poker actions are bet, call, check, and fold. And also for fold, we have unfold. And unfold, how things are unfolding, how things are unwrapping, how things are revealing themselves. Hey there, friend. Nice to meet you. I am Hamid. Sorry for the interruption. If you are enjoying this video and are looking to take your English fluency and vocabulary to the next level, I've got something special for you. I offer personalized one-on-one coaching sessions tailored to your unique goals and interests. Whether you're focusing on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, or all around communication skills, I'm here to help you master English in a way that's fun and effective. Ready to elevate your English? Click on the link in the description below to book your session with me today. Let's embark on this journey to English mastery together. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more tips and tricks on mastering English. Thank you. The first word, benchmark. Benchmark is the first word. So benchmark means how you measure success, and it comes from bench and mark. Like bench, like a park bench you sit on, and mark, to mark something. But benchmark means how far you've gone. Have you matched any benchmarks? So it shows you basically your progress. That's benchmark. So benchmark can be a verb and can be a noun. What are the benchmarks for this exercise? Or I benchmarked, and then the other one is gauge. Now, gauge is an interesting word because the way you write it is Gauge. So it's not written like gauge, but gauge means I wanted to gauge your interest. I wanted to see how interested you are in something, to gauge. Now, don't confuse that like engage. That's a completely different thing. But gauge is usually to measure something, to test something. So I wanted to gauge your interest in investing in my company. I wanted to gauge your interest to see if you will come to my birthday party. So when you gauge something, when you examine it, but then gauge can be a noun, and that noun is the measurement, dials and everything. That's also a gauge. Like that's a gauge that shows you the steam or the fire or the heat. In your car when you're driving on your dashboard, there are many gauges. Then we have the word standard for benchmark. And standard means that, now standard has many meanings. And standard means, that's industry standard. That means that's something that it's, the baseline. That's a standard way of living. That's that's the way you live. There's nothing really special about this. I was just looking for a car. What kind of car? Standard, as in normal, average, nothing special about this. But then we have things like industry standard. That means that this is what is normal for this industry. Industry standard means normal for industry, whereas like state of the art or cutting edge, that means that it's so much higher than industry standard. Then we have the expression double standard. You have so many double standards, as in you have conflicting opinions. On one hand, you say women should stay home and be mothers. On the other hand, you say women should go work. That's a double standard. That's two conflicting things that they don't make any sense. And in that same manner, we have the word standard of living. What's the standard of living in Mexico? How people live? What is how much money they spend? What's the rent? Standard of living. Next word for benchmark is yardstick. Now, yardstick is usually stick that you measure things with, right? You literally, what's your yardstick for this? I mean, how are you going to measure this? Yeah, that's really doesn't have a lot of meanings. I don't know. So these are skin types, combination. Now, I don't know if that's a skin type. So I don't know what skin type is, but combination comes from the verb combine. And combination means mixing things together. When you mix things together, you combine them. That's a combination. But also combination means, like for a safe, what's the combination? What's the number combination, right? This is a combination of olive oil and vinegar combination. What is the combination that you have? Mixture of things, different things together. Another skin type is dry. So dry skin type is a skin dry, but dry means, of course, is the opposite of wet. But also dry means like having like a dry run, right? I wanted to say to you that if English seems hard to you and frustrating, the more you try to learn English and master your English, the harder it becomes. So please stay with it. Come back, watch my videos, comment, share these videos, and just keep going. Because as time goes on and you continue improving your English, you're gonna be better than native speakers, Americans, Canadians, the Brits, because you are learning English actively while they were born into it. So if you fall down, just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, pat yourself on the back, and keep going and keep coming and watching these videos. So combination is anything that you combine and you say, that's a deadly combination of charisma, wit, and money. As in, like, this man is very, attractive. He's got money, he's got wits, he's got charisma. Combination. What's a combination of carrots and yogurt? Combination. And dry, having a dry run means testing something. Let's have a dry run. Okay. And then dried up. It's all dried up. My money is all dried up. Dried up, as in it's gone. It's non-existent. And dry yourself off, as in, you're wet. Towel yourself off. So the next word is normal, skin type normal. Normal, of course, means average, standard. What's normal? And then you can say normal people. Nor if this was a normal life situation, as in it's nothing special about it. It's normal. Next one is oily for skin type. Of course, skin type can be oily, and oily means just, it's kind of like oily. It's got oil. And oily, you could also say oil fields are oily or something. It doesn't have a lot. These are starts of US states. Kent, which stands for Kentucky, and Mary, which stands for Maryland, starts from. But now Mary, Mary, mainly is just a name. But Mary, Merry, means to be happy. So Merry Christmas, that's not Mary, it's just Merry Christmas. That means that, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry go round is another thing, which is this toy that goes around, right? That kind of a game. And then start of US states, Mass, as in Massachusetts. Now, mass, the word mass means like, what is the mass? What is the weight of you? What is the mass of this object? Mass is usually a physics term, kind of a precise thing. Rather than weight, they use mass. The mass of this apple is 1 kilo or something. It's a very big apple. The mass of this cake is 1 kilo. What's your mass? As in, how do you weigh? Just don't ask that from a book. So that's one meaning of mass, but then mass can be mass as in en masse, as in a number of people, great group of people. It's a mass. So this is my mass hypnosis, as in it's a hypnosis done to a whole bunch of people. Mass hysteria is like a hysteria, that craziness that takes over the whole world. And masses is that a group of people, right? And then amass, AMASS, means to gather, amass a whole, amount of companies to make money, amass. And then finally, third of state is wash, as in short for Washington. Now, wash means to, wash something, wash your hand, wash your clothes, with water and with soap, and wash off or wash up. Go wash up, as in go get clean, go take a shower, wash up. And then the other thing we can use wash is brainwashing. Somebody has been washing your brain, which usually don't use that. Say somebody has been brainwashing you. Brainwashing means control somebody's mind. Okay, then. So I hope you learned something, and please come back to me.